Hi guys, so with quarantine going on and me mentioning my Depop and my eBay, I thought it'd be fun to take a relaxing video just to kind of speed through the process on how I actually do my Depop and how I make money during this. So I kind of set up my office and I play some records and I lay everything out that I'm going to be listing for the day. So here we have some CDs and some miscellaneous and some records that I decided I wanted to part with. And the first thing that I do is I actually take the photos. You can only post up to 4 photos on Depop, so you really want to take advantage of that. And I love taking the photos on my office floor because I think that my wood just looks really nice and it's pretty cohesive, so everything goes together on my page. And then sometimes I'll actually bag everything up in what I plan to ship it in, so that way it's easier to store and nothing gets like lost or misplaced if I'm doing like a lot like that. So I usually will put everything together, but I usually just take the photos first, and so I'll just speed through and take photos of everything that I'm going to be listing. And then I go ahead and I start listing everything on the app. So I'll do this all like in a giant chunk and I'll just start posting everything. I kind of know the pricing when it comes to shipping based on the items that I've sold before, and sometimes I'll do it a little bit more just because with Depop it's harder because the shipping isn't calculated for the buyer. You have to do it yourself, and on eBay everything's calculated for you and you even get a discount when you buy the shipping on eBay. But I'll just put the photos, make sure that they look nice. Sometimes I'll only have 2 photos because I really think that's all that it needs. And then I will begin to add the description. And I like to list, the name of the item and the condition of the item. So if it's used, if there's anything wrong with it or not. So on my records, usually, I take really good care of my records so they don't have any scratches and they're usually opened. So I just claim that they are opened and that they don't have any scratches or skips on them. I test everything before I post it as well. The shipping cost in the description as well. I think this is really nice to just give a buyer the idea of what the total price is going to be before they bother putting it in their bag. Sometimes people put stuff in their bag, they'll see how much shipping is and then they decide not to buy it. So I kind of just like to give them a heads up on it. And I like it when sellers do the same thing and they'll list how much the shipping is in the description, but I don't see it too often. And then with the hashtags, I put the most commonly searched things that are related to the post. You can only put in 5 hashtags now. But for this item, I put Lana Del Rey, vinyl, record. Vinyl is very, very popular on Depop. There's usually like 150 listings every 2 hours, I would say. So it's a very popularly searched hashtags. And then my pricing kind of fluctuates. So I might highball something a little bit because then, I always disclaim to people that they can make offers or I'll lower prices and sell it for what I really want to sell it for. So I usually kind of highball the price just a little bit, but if people buy it at that and think it's worth that, then that's awesome. It just gives me a little flexibility to work with buyers, so that way it feels like they're getting a deal and then they're more prone to purchasing the item. So I just go through and mass list everything that I have, and I just do it all at once. Then once everything is listed, I'll usually refresh and I'll see I've already gotten a few likes on some of the first things that I posted. So what I'll begin doing is messaging each person that liked the item. So I'll click on their username and I'll message them, and I'll just send them like a mass message so everybody gets the same message. But I like to be friendly and kind of switch it up each time I do this. So I'm basically just thanking them for liking the item, checking out the shop, and letting them know that if they are interested in the item, that I will do bundles or I can discount it, and that I typically do shipping next day. That usually encourages people to buy stuff if you just let them know what your shipping rates are and everything as well, especially with everything going on. If people know you're going to ship it out fast, they're more prone to buying right now. And then I'll just copy that message and I'll go to every single person again that's liked an item that I recently posted, and I'll just paste it. It makes it way easier. And I just send it to everyone. And usually, I would say probably about 10% of people respond or work out deals, but it's definitely better than if you didn't message them in the first place, because I feel like I've definitely made a lot of sales because I started a conversation and like opened the door for these buyers. So once I'm done with that, I usually like to let everything sit and I start working on my thank yous. So I have this giant postcard thing that I got from work, and it was literally like $1 something. It was on clearance. And I just use different colored pens, and I use like stickers, an assortment of stickers on them, and just make really cute thank yous. And I also make sure to include my business cards with everything. Self-promotion is important, so of course I'm going to promote myself with my YouTube channel and everything, and help that grow as well. I'll just go through and pick out all the designs that I like for the postcards. And then I'll just kind of get comfortable, put on some records, and start writing my thank yous. I stopped doing this for a while, but I think it's very important to do it, because a lot of people have a tendency to not leave feedback or let you know when they get their item or anything like that unless you put in a note. So I like to put in notes because feedback is very, very important on any selling app. You want to get that feedback. You don't want people just to forget or just choose not to do it. So then I'll kind of just lay everything out. I lay out my cards, I pull out some of the stickers that I want to choose from, and I kind of pick the colored pen to go with the design, but sometimes I just forget about it and just do whatever. And I just write out my thank yous, and my thank yous are all the same. They're not personable or anything, unfortunately, but they're all the same. And I just tell them thank you for your purchase and to please leave feedback and to stay safe. I added the stay safe recently due to everything going on. Unfortunately, when it comes to me doing this, sometimes I'll have some technical difficulties like I had here. Hey shady baby, I'm hot like a prodigal son. She's right down the center. So once that's sorted out, I usually have all of the thank yous written. I actually did some for eBay and some for DePop, and I like to go and underline the leave feedback part again because feedback is very important on these selling apps, so I like to underline that, so that way maybe people will at least just be encouraged to do that. And then I just quickly go through and I put some stickers and try to cover up some things on the back of the postcards that I don't really like that much. And then on the Depop, I actually did something new and decided to do like a little promotion. So if the people like more things on my shop but they only purchased one, what they can do now is they can send me a message, and if they send me order 10, like a discount code, I'll give them 10% off of their next item that they want to purchase. So again, kind of encouraging them to buy things, and with me kind of upping my prices a little bit, it gives me that flexibility to be able to do promotions like that or to lower prices for people and still feel comfortable with the amount of money that I'm getting after my fees and shipping and everything. And then once I'm done underlining everything on there, again with the leave feedback, and I underlined the 10% off so they know they can get a discount, I go through and add the stickers again. So I actually ended up doing, I think, 25 thank yous for my Depop, and I think I did about 7 thank yous for my eBay just because I don't even have anything on my eBay anymore, but I was thinking about maybe putting some more stuff on there, so I figured I'd write them. So when I woke up, I actually made a sale. Somebody actually purchased both of the vinyl that I posted. So what I'm doing is just showing you guys how I package everything. I make sure to put a business card in the vinyl sleeves. And I put 2 in, just so again, you know, you want to get that promotion. So I put it in both of there, and then I also put the thank you on the inside of the vinyl sleeve. And I'm very big into reusing packaging, so this is a vinyl mailer that I got from a vinyl that I purchased myself. They're really nice and convenient to use and reuse. But I am definitely a sucker for using a lot of tape, especially when it comes to vinyl, just because that tear tab is gone now from when I opened it. So I really want to make sure that it's secured. It's not going to come open in shipment. So I'll do a few layers of tape, more so on the vinyl records that I sell than anything else, just because, again, I want that security to know confidently that my product isn't going to get damaged in shipping or come open. So once that's all packaged up, I just create my label, and I do everything through PayPal. It's super convenient. You get to use your PayPal balance. You get to print it out. You don't have to deal with the people at the post office like hackling you about media mail or anything. So it's just convenient to print it out, and then I always fold it over just to make it a little bit like less see-through, I guess, when I tape it on. And then I've been scheduling USPS pickups, so I just place everything on my porch, and then they just come and pick it up the next day, and it's super convenient and super safe. So I hope that this video helped you guys out, maybe encourage you to go ahead and clean or go through some stuff that you've been thinking about getting rid of. It's super easy to start a Depop shop with everybody being at home and buying stuff online. So I hope this helped you guys out, and let me know if you guys have any Depop shops. Promote yourself in the comments down below and put your @ and maybe we'll go ahead and follow some people. But I love you guys, stay safe, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Peace out, Girl Scouts.